Welcome back, LTS. Let's talk sports. And before the break, I told you we are going to be talking with a gentleman who's all the way in Mayaro. Usually, I say all the way, and people are like, it's Trinidad, it's right there, but it's all the way in Mayaro for me. And he is the PRO of the End Hunger Committee, Mr. Rupert Gilead. Mr. Rupert, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Good morning. And of course, on Tuesday we celebrated the every August 12th, it's the UN, they celebrate the youth they celebrated, right? And I know you guys have a lot of events that are in line with that or clashing with that. So just give us a bit, before we get into that, just give me a bit of background information about the organization itself.
Okay, the End Hunger Committee was started by two UN doctors, one from India and one from Africa. They started an End Hunger March in Trinidad in collaboration with the United Nations End Hunger Day in 2006. They are no longer with us in Trinidad, and the locals, we have taken up the mantle and moved the process forward to this day. We are doing more than just the End Hunger Day March. We are also doing, as of last year, the International Youth Day March, which is raising the awareness of issues that affect the youth based on the stipulation from the United Nations. Now this year, 2014, the United Nations have decided that this International Day would be dealing with mental health issues and as they affect the youth. So we have decided to go on with that theme, and we will have a few doctors, specialists in that area, to address the following. The march starts at 8:30 a.m. at the Rio Claro roundabout, where the people will assemble and we go a 1 mile block around Rio Claro. Usually we have anything upwards 5,000 people. It's usually a main event in Rio Claro. And we expect no less this year. As a matter of fact, we expect
greater
numbers this year.
Are the doctors that are involved, are they local doctors?
Local doctors, yes.
Okay. Since 2006, have we had international doctors from other countries come and participate?
Well, the United Nations, once we have a function, their consulate would come to Rio Claro and address the masses. But based on the theme, we get people to address
that particular issue. How did you get involved with this committee, though?
Well, I have always been involved in public service. Right? I've been the secretary of the NGOs in the Rio Claro Mayaro area. I have been involved in football, I've been involved in cricket, I'm always involved in public service. So it was just natural for me to gravitate to this group who is trying to put things in place to assist people.
Have you been a PRO since they started, or?
No, since 2010.
2010. Okay, so about 4 years.
Yeah, about 4 years.
Give or take. Now, of course, the march, you said, is happening in Rio Claro. Do you all, has it been on the east of Trinidad or southeast of Trinidad for the past few years, or has it ever, have you guys come to Port of Spain or decided to come to Port of Spain?
No, we have not. We have, for logistical reasons, it will be tough for us to come to Port of Spain to organize a match. It means that we have to put security systems in place, we have to you know, and this is the NGO. We don't have the
financial
backing to take it out of Rio Claro.
Right.
However, I must give thanks to the businessmen throughout Trinidad and Tobago, not only in Rio Claro, and the police service, the Southeast Police Service, who has ensured that one, we get the financial backing that we need to have the program going, and the police, of course, we have who provide the security services to ensure that every single one of our events was incident-free.
Right, and that's great right there. Now, in terms of, I know you guys are dealing with mental health matters. What were some of the other areas that you would have dealt with over the years?
Well, we dealt with poverty.
Right.
Right. Last year, the International Day of the Youth had to deal with youth migration and the problems that affect that. Now, normally, we would think that when a youth leave our shores, or any shores for that matter, and go to a foreign country, everything is already
right.
This is the furthest from the truth. They encounter, and you see it happen with even high-profile footballers, racial discrimination and all sorts of other discrimination that they have to deal with. So last year we highlighted those, and with the hope that the powers that be could assist the youth in addressing these problems. Now you have to understand that youth doesn't have the experience and the know-how to deal with a lot of the issues that may confront them.
Right.
We as the senior ones and those in authority, we sometimes need to shake them up a little bit, awaken them, and let them know, here are some youths. Like in this case, the United Nations said 20% of the youths are exposed to some degree of mental illness every year. Now that's 1 out of 5. This is a serious statistic. And of course, that number would vary from place to place. But generally, globally, 1 in 5. We have decided, look, this is a serious matter and needs to be addressed. What we hope to achieve from this walk and the subsequent lectures that will follow is to raise the consciousness, enlighten the people as to what these youths are going through, and hope that the policymakers would zero in on this, because having 20% of your population under this kind of
some type of mental illness, that is definitely an issue that needs to be dealt with.
We can't do that. Conversely, if we could find a way to arrest this situation, turn it around, these people could then live normal lives and make a contribution, a positive contribution
towards society in general. Now, run me through the event itself. It is the End Hunger. Is it a march that you guys have?
Well, okay. The participants would gather at the roundabout in Rio Claro,
right,
and the area there we call Market Square.
Right.
Then we are going to march for about a 1 mile, make a 1 mile circular march. We have the Defense Force Reserves,
right,
those are the red beret, the TNT Cadets, the St. Patrick's Brigade from Pinal, the Princestown Pathfinders, the Clarkson Bay, Tambu Bambu, and the Miaro Scouts.
Right.
Trinidadians don't like to march without a rhythm. We are a very rhythmic people. I mean, without rhythm, we would just be walking.
Don't no, we don't.
Right. So
We said if there's hot sun.
Yeah. So all these people are given their services free of charge.
Right.
And you realize that it's from Pinal, Princeton, Clapton, Mayaro, and of course the Defense Force and the cadets. They are given their services free of charge. And there are people from the University of the West Indies, and there are lots of groups from all over
coming to be a part of the march, yeah.
Come to be a part, and each of them would then fit between these different rhythms.
Right.
And the walk takes about an hour.
Where does it end?
It ends right back.
So you make the right.
At Market Square.
Right.
Immediately after the walk, we take to the stage where we have people from the UN, we have doctors, we have some educators, and we have some entertainment.
Right.
We try to package it in such a way that it would be attractive to everybody present, old, young, and there are lots of children involved.
Right.
Let me also say that our strong drink on that day is water.
Water, right. And that's a very strong drink.
Yes, yes. Right? So so it's a very sober experience.
Right.
And
literally.
Yeah, yeah. And we try to involve everybody to ensure that they get the message and they could go out there and do something about whatever the topic we address.
Right. And in this case, we deal with mental health. All right. So we're going to take a short break and we're going to come right back and continue talking some more and find out how we can become a part of this event happening. Let's take a break. LTS, we'll be right back.